The countdown is on. The countdown is on. Dewey Cooper's with me, Francis Ngannou's trainer. We just heard from Francis there, and just as we started, the birds have started chirping, and he said it's a sign that it's a good day. Now, Francis Ngannou, I mean, he did shock the boxing world, but he very nearly turned it on his head when he dropped Tyson Fury. Can he go one better this Friday? Just how confident are you in your man?
Can he go one better? Absolutely. That's the goal. That's the plan. He will make it happen. We see him defeating Anthony Joshua Friday night, March 8th.
Just talk to me now about the preparation that you've had, because there is this debate that's going on. You've had another camp together. You've had 10 rounds to see him as a professional boxer and get your sort of analysis on that. But also you've lost the element of surprise. Now we know. Now the boxing industry looks stupid for writing you guys off in the first place. So which side of the street do you stand on that?
The first sentiments are correct. Regardless if someone took us lightly or not, they had 30 minutes to show their dominance. Didn't happen. We're going to gain more from the first outing than anyone's expectations could be. He's going to be a much better, much more improved fighter than his first outing against Tyson Fury, this fight against Anthony Joshua. Beware, be worried if you're a Joshua fan.
Now, Dewey, you're a wily old fox, and you're not going to tell me your game plan. But if there was one thing, without giving any secrets away, that you went away on and worked on, what is it with Francis? What could he do better this time round that he didn't do in the first fight with Tyson Fury over those 10 rounds?
Well, the entire team, myself, Jonathan Mumba, we all know, Eric Nixick, we all know that Francis can do a strong 10. So expect a stronger performance than what he showed against Fury.
You've taken him on the pads. You've been in the ring with him. You know exactly what he's like. He gave us a pretty chilling line yesterday where he said, I didn't even really catch Tyson Fury clean. It clipped him on the shoulder. Yes. And my question to him was, if you catch Anthony Joshua clean, do you believe that he will stay down? And his answer was yes. Just how hard does he hit? There's this video that's doing the rounds of him hitting the punch machine, and he seems to flick it and it goes to maximum. Yes. Just how hard does he hit? You know combat sports, you did Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing yourself. Yes. Hardest hitting athlete that you've done pads for?
Absolutely. He has gargantuan power, guys. It's natural, it's in both fists. If he lands clean, bad things are going to happen for Joshua, and we see that happening. His precision is on point right now. His mentality is on point. It's going to be one heck of a fight Friday night. How
do you make sure that he can land it, though? Because if he lands it, if is a small word with a big meaning, you know. Absolutely. He's got to, is it, I think you told Johnny Nelson off camera that we've got a great piece that you two have recorded, and it was, you know, he's a better boxer than you all make out. You know, it's not about the power, but how do you make sure that he is in the right position to land that shot?
Well, just like Mike Tyson said, you have to place that punch. It has no effect if you can't place the punch, and we worked precision. We worked a lot of technical aspects that Francis will show. We know he's going to get the job done, whatever it takes. If it takes a grueling 10-round showdown, or if it's a sharp, fast night, we see Francis getting his hand raised in victory.
Can you tell me what, I mean, if that happens, what does that do to the heavyweight boxing landscape? What does it do to all of boxing's landscape? You're a former fighter. This isn't new to you. But effectively what we're saying here is that Francis Ngannou walks into professional boxing, very nearly beats the best heavyweight of his generation, then in his second fight beats a two-time heavyweight champion and former Olympic gold medalist. What does that do? Does he then go straight to undisputed and fight Fury again? What happens in your mind?
Well, we already know what's going to happen. Your Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh said the winner out of Ngannou and Joshua will fight the winner out of Fury and Usyk. Our goal is to fight the winner out of Fury and Usyk. Simple as that. He wins tonight. The goal will be being unified world boxing champion, and that's going to be a great thing. Ex-UFC champion becomes unified boxing world champion in 3 fights. Scary.
What's that phrase? Impossible until it's not. It was impossible that Tyson Fury could get dropped by Francis Ngannou. It's impossible that Francis Ngannou could win on points. Well, now we can't say impossible until it's not. Can Francis Ngannou win this fight on points? Okay, look, we're all hung up on the power, but is there a world that exists in your mind where Francis Ngannou wins this fight by boxing Anthony Joshua?
Absolutely. He can win it in a multitude of ways. Impossible when it comes to Francis Ngannou simply means I'm possible.
Just one on him as a character. So affable. For such a big man, he walks into the room and you think he's going to be petrifying, quite frankly, from a reporter's point of view. I'm not joking you here. I think this is going to be hard work. A gentle giant. Is that fair enough? He seems so humble.
100%. He's the most humble, caring, empathetic human being for a fighter that I know. He's much nicer than me. That's for darn sure. He's just a great guy. Remember, he grew up in a small village in Africa. He's not from the UK or the USA where you bawling and cocky and boisterous. He's a humble soul, but he's a big, strong king, and that's going to be displayed on March 8th here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Obviously,
you work in boxing. You got your Team Combat League T-shirt on. Do you want him to stay in boxing? Do you want him, there's every sign now that he can be a really good heavyweight. He could be a world-class heavyweight. He could be a world champion in the not-too-distant future.
Yes.
But we could lose him back to the cage. Okay. What can you do to help us?
Yes. Well, Francis, whatever he wants to do, we will support that. He tells us what he's going to do, and our job is to help him accomplish it. So whether it's mixed martial arts, which I'm a huge part of, or boxing, either way, it doesn't matter to me. I just want him to be happy, fulfill whatever dreams and destiny he has in his passions, and the rest is great, man. We're blessed to be here. I'm happy that the sport of boxing is given a moment to really ingest and enjoy Francis Ngannou, because he's definitely a special human being.
We're going to let you go now, but I'm going to cue this up. So this is your camera. What a great wordsmith, Dewey Cooper. Everyone that's back in London, watching on Sky Sports News in the UK, why are you so confident that your man wins? Why should we listen now when we didn't before?
Because in the Tyson Fury fight, we told you guys he was going to at least drop him once. We told you guys he could win the fight. What we say, we're men, we mean our words. This is not poetry, this is not fantasy. These are real words from a real person talking to you. I know Anthony Joshua is your guy, so you're supposed to support him, but just understand what he's up against. He's up against a man who has proven life wrong from childhood all the way up, from working in the sand mines as a kid in Africa to traveling on foot from Cameroon all the way to France, being trapped in the Sahara Desert. He's been through so many diversities. It's like a movie what his life has been. And this chapter is not written. It'll be written on March 8th here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I can't wait. We're all blessed to be a part of this journey. And I see Francis Ngannou finishing Anthony Joshua in 4 days.
And it's just my job to say you can watch it all unfold live Friday night. Remember, Friday, live on Sky Sports Box Office.